It's been a while since I've done one of these I ask you guys and then I read your responses type videos, so here it is. These videos are a reminder that it's not just what YouTubers say, it's what you think as well as an individual. So we're going to talk about video games being toys. If you were to ask me what my favorite hobby is, I'd probably say building Lego sets. It's kind of a strange thing for some adults to say, I guess, but honestly, I genuinely love building a Lego set. There's a sense of giddiness I get with an unopened box of Legos that I, open with my knife, pour the bags out, start up something on Netflix, and then I just spend the evening building a large set that I saved up for. That's really quite great for me. And then if you said, what's your second favorite hobby? I'd say target practice. I love target practice. I don't have any place to shoot real guns, and that's not fully what I mean by target practice. I love taking a BB gun and trying to hit cans at a distance, or one-handing a rifle and trying to hit something, or seeing how many layers of a squash I can get through with a BB, stuff like that. Plinking around in the backyard would be a really good way to put it. So if those are my favorite hobbies, then what about video games? I'm a gaming channel, I'm a gamer, what the hell? Why are my favorite little side hobbies Legos and BB guns? Well, currently in my life, and this may change, I don't see video games as a hobby. I see them as a tool, as an interactive tool, a way to compete, a way to socialize, a way to get ideas across to people. I see gaming as much bigger than a hobby. Yet at the same time, I'm conflicted by my view that video games at the end of the day are electronic toys. Now, it's a very conflicting kind of thinking to have, but I'm sure I could dissect it if I was given enough time. Like I said earlier, video games are a tool, a means to do something. They're really not, to me, just a mindless hobby, but at the same time I do see them as a bit of a toy. And I guess the reason I think that is that they are, at the end of the day, interactive entertainment. And you could argue that's exactly what a toy is. You can't exactly interact with a movie, or a song, or a book, as well as you can a video game or a toy. Also, video games take a little bit of imagination and suspension of disbelief, much like when you're young and you're playing with toys. You have to kind of remove the reality of the situation from your mind in order to truly enjoy it. Luckily, the medium of video games, young and old, you can get wrapped up in a story. Even if you're not playing it, you're just watching someone play it. That doesn't mean watching someone play a game is a substitute for, playing a game, because that interactivity, to me, is what's really important, and it is, in a way, that is why we watch YouTubers play video games, because, you're watching somebody's interactions, and seeing how they interact might be more interesting to you than how you interact, which is not a terrible way of looking at it. Maybe the reason I call them electronic toys is to kind of categorize their value, because they hold a lot of value to me. I mean, I met my girlfriend through video games. A lot of my greatest friends I've met through gaming, or I have catered, or I guess I should say video games have helped the relationship flourish because it was a thing for us to do even if there was nothing to do. So, in my opinion, like I said, games are a tool. It's a means to compete or cooperate, reach out to people, share ideas through YouTube, and having a gaming channel. That's all very important to me. But I guess I think it's important for us to, like I said, categorize their value. They are, at the end of the day, entertainment. And very few of us are playing these games competitively for money. And I mean serious money, not occasional $5 matches. I mean playing to survive, and having that be your job. So in a way, they're kind of a toy. They're something for you to unwind with, something for you to escape to. It's a form of escapism. And much like with toys, you can play them with friends. And if you're like me and my friends, you can use toys to fight each other. And that's, of course, airsoft guns, Nerf guns, or, creating multiple Lego armies and then having them all fight in the driveway. Ah, good memories. They're a means to connect, compete, cooperate, and a means of escapism. So in a lot of ways, you're describing a toy. Now, you might hold toys as a higher value, maybe you're much more into Legos than I am, and it's way more than just like a nice, simplistic, nostalgic, fun way to spend an evening away from, video games and computers and working. So you might value Legos or action figures or collectibles or statues or replica things, you might you might value those above gaming, but I do think gaming has more value to it, just in the more, it's more complex, and usually things that are more complex that you can interact with on deeper levels have some more value there, especially for you mentally. In fact, I'd even say some video games help you deal with real life problems, and well, the thing is when you're a kid, maybe you're having a Nerf gun battle in your backyard, you can learn some valuable lessons that will help you later in life, and if you play paintball or competitive airsoft as an adult, you'll learn some things through that as well. This could be a much longer conversation, and maybe I'll even do a podcast on it, but for now, I want you guys to talk in the comments section below. What do you think about this? Do you think video games are immensely important and they're going to make us better throughout, the rest of life itself? They're a betterment to mankind. Do you see them as a form of casual escapism? Do you see them as a way to prove yourself? Do you see them like I do? And I'm not trying to weigh the scales here. I'm just saying, kind of mostly, let's just say this is me clarifying my opinion. Do you see it as it's a really big and important thing you can do a lot with, but at the end of the day you have to remember that it is interactive entertainment, and for most of us it is just that. It's our entertainment. It's like watching a movie, but more mentally stimulating. It's like playing with a toy, but far more advanced. So, let me know what you guys think. Are video games toys? What value do they have in your life? And how do you think they're gonna better people overall? I mean, I think that's the hardest question, because it's just gonna be speculation, but that can be fun. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this type of video, leave a like, and if this video gets a certain number of likes, I don't know, if I just see that it has a lot of support, I will do more of these more often than I have been. Thank you guys so much for watching, and now go in the comment section and do all my work for me. Thanks!